Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker and I am so delighted that you have joined us for this little while. We're going to talk about release. So let's get started. And the reason we're talking about release is because my precious Daisy had to be taken to the emergency vet yesterday. We think she was stung by a wasp, but she got anaphylaxis. And it just occurred to me this morning, of course I did what I always do in situations like that. I started to give her energy and Reiki and healing, and that's when she turned around, and I didn't realize till this morning that I think that Reiki, humbly might have saved her life because her systems were shutting down. So, we have within us and available to us powers far greater than we realize. And you are far greater than you realize. So let's begin with our first 3 nice deep breaths. So fill up your lungs, hold it for as long as you like, and then release it really, really slowly. Feel your chest expand a little. And then now feel your chest and your upper back. Just really feel the skin of your rib cage, skin outside your rib cage expand. And feel it stretch a little bit. Hold it for as long as you like. And then and now take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Feel your chest to your lungs expand all the way into your belly. And then hold it for as long as you like. And then release it when you're ready. So when we have anything traumatic happen to us, all that adrenaline gets released into our systems, and then if we don't have a way to release it, especially if in an emergency situation, usually we have to be still, so all that adrenaline just kind of sits there. Let's take another just nice breath. Now let's relax our bodies, starting with the head, neck, and shoulders. So jut your chin forward and then tuck it so you're stretching out the back of your neck gently. Pull your shoulders up to your ears and, squeeze the muscles to your bones and just squeeze your neck and shoulders, your head. Squeeze for as long as you like, maybe taking a breath. Squeeze and then release on the exhale. And now we're going to do our shoulders to the back. So pull your shoulders back. Your elbows toward one another behind you. Take a breath and then squeeze it gently, don't overdo it. And then let it go. And now put your arms forward. Give yourself a big hug. Just squeeze that so that you can feel your shoulder blades kind of stretching out in the back. And now pull your fists. So already make your hands into fists. Pull them up to your shoulders. Tuck your arms to the sides and just kind of squeeze your hands and your arms into your sides for a breath. Squeeze, and then let it go. Feels wonderful. And now kind of pull your, like you did when you hug yourself, but it's easier if you don't have your arms around. Just pull the fronts of your arms to your shoulders forward, and just imagine you're going to release the rest of your rib cage now. Give yourself kind of an energetic hug, your heart a hug. So take a breath and squeeze it. I love myself. And now pull your midsection to the center. So pull your abs in, your sides in, your back in. And hug your midsection for a breath. squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I am brave and strong. Squeeze, 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 and release that. And now pull up your pelvic floor, your lower abdomen, your lower back. Squeeze in your hips. And just take a breath and squeeze, 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 squeeze. I am at peace. And now either point or flex your feet, whichever feels better for you. Push your knees together. Oops, I kicked the tripod. Push your knees together, and your legs together, and just take a breath. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then let that go. And let's just spend a moment noticing how good it feels to have our bodies relax. And you know, I don't know if I said this in the last several weeks, but I have aligners on my teeth, and that's why sometimes I'm making funny expressions, because when I talk, they get dry. And I also realized this morning that I have kind of a lisp with this set, so sorry. There's nothing wrong with me, or nothing that another year or so won't fix. Try not to pay attention to it. It's not there all the time. I still have to roll my shoulders a little because the tension of sitting with the sick dog, holding her. Okay. So life comes at us, right? And we do our best. So let's kind of do this in a process. So first we're going to just imagine all the energy that has attached itself to our auric field. So all the energy outside of you that's kind of holding you down. Take a deep breath and invite the infinite, the one presence and the one power, to come in through and as you, and just emit out your aura, shine out your aura, and release any energy that may have stuck to you. Anything that's not yours, that doesn't serve you, somebody else's stuff. And if you're an empath, like a lot of people I know, we're like glue. People's stuff just sticks to us. So now you're going to be like rubber. And all of it is just rolling off. For the next few breaths, we'll listen to the music and we'll just let that roll off. I heard years ago that the universe doesn't like or cannot tolerate a vacuum, meaning if you release something, it's necessary to replace it with something that you want. So let's just see the infinite white light filling up our auric fields. This beautiful white light, you can call it whatever you want, doesn't matter. It's pure love energy, pure peace. It's protective energy. Feel it. And so you've released through your auric field, and you've replaced it with pure love, pure light, support, joy. And now let's go a little deeper. Let's go just to our bodies. And maybe I'm feeling it today because I feel, the soreness in my body. Just focus on wherever you might feel sore. maybe you don't feel sore anywhere. Hallelujah. Then we'll just enjoy this part. But, if you feel soreness or a tenderness or something somewhere, just imagine that there's probably some chemical there that's kind of reacting. I've heard it described as lactic acid kind of getting stuck in your muscles, or, it doesn't really matter what you call it. I mean, what the correct name for it is either, because we're talking about energy. And so the infinite energy can move in us and release the energy that's holding those chemicals there. So let's just invite the infinite, the one presence, the one power that is always moving in, through, and as you, to focus right there. And just to neutralize whatever angst is there. Maybe it's an inflammation, maybe it's, whatever it may be, to neutralize it and release it. So take a couple breaths into that. And know that you already have within you all that you need to heal yourself, all that you need to be healed. Just like yesterday when I worked on Daisy, and my precious son-in-law Ryan also helped me. And we just had our hands on her, and you could see her breath slow down as whatever the shock she was going through kind of dissipated. And what we did is we invited the energy, the love, the infinite power of the universe to move through us to her. So in this case, we invite the infinite energy to move through you to wherever you're troubled, wherever you're sore or you just need some support. And so in this case, we do the release and the refilling, so to speak, the rebalancing at the same time. We release what no longer serves us, and we allow the infinite to replace it with health and healing and love and grace. And now let's invite the infinite to move to those deepest places in us. I find with my clients and myself, to be honest, that in the deepest places is where we hide shame. And sometimes shame is so, buried because we were shamed from, before we were born. If your mother was not happy to be pregnant with you, you probably picked up on that. Or, you cried when you were a baby or whatever. When we felt as babies and as children that we didn't measure up, we just unconsciously translated that into shame. But the infinite, the one presence, the one power can release that and fill it with love and light. So we're going to take a couple of minutes of just allowing that to happen. Inviting the infinite to move in, through, and as us to our shame, to whatever emotions or energy we have tucked away that is holding us back from living the life we came here to live. And I invite you tonight when you're falling asleep to re-invite that infinite presence to continue that healing for you. Because healing is something that we are inherently worthy of. It is our natural process to be healthy and to be healed when something stands in the way of our health or our wellness or our well-being. So let's take another nice deep breath. And remember that you are whole and perfect exactly as you are. It is your natural state to be free of blocks, to be free of anything that might hold you back. And that's not to say that we don't have our emotions. We do, but we let them flow freely. And I'm the poster child for learning to do that because I learned to shut them down when I was a child. And I'm at 66, I'm still learning to be present with my emotions and not shut them down. So if you are like me in that regard, let's walk this journey together. And if you are one of those lovely, fortunate people who cry easily and process their emotions, bless you. Bless you. One more deep breath. And let me remind you, you are whole and perfect exactly as you are in the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as you. Namaste. Have a wonderful week.